Alright, I promise I wasn't planning this, it's just how it turned out. I suddenly felt I had a time, I had a chance, why not? Don't usually do bingo 2 days in a row, but there you go. It is what it is. Bingo time for anyone that wants to play along. I'm cutting this a little bit fine tonight, going live as Phil's already live, but technically he's live in video, but he doesn't start until sometime after 11 AM his time. For me, it is 10 to 7 in the evening in the UK, so basically about 10 minutes at least until Phil goes live. It gives us plenty of time to organise a bingo card to use to play along with. So, first of all, I hope everyone's doing well, and thank you very much to everyone that subscribed to me. I am over 1,000 subscribers. This is incredible stuff. I didn't think I would actually get 1,000 subscribers, and I know I don't want to sound like some kind of standard, typical, modest YouTuber where like, oh, I didn't think this was going to happen, but I genuinely didn't think my dumbass was going to, get those kind of numbers. So thank you very much. I do greatly appreciate everyone's support. I know people, like I said, it's funny because like I do the DSP bingo stuff is the live streams anyway have been quite well supported, and they've been better supported than I thought they would be, just because the videos themselves as a standalone thing don't get a huge amount of traction. They didn't anyway in the past. So it's great that the bingo's being so well supported, and I just really appreciate everyone's support. And also, it makes enduring the pre-stream into like a bit of a strange, fun game. I say fun game, bit of a stretch. Doku World Order. Congratulations, Doku World Order, on being the first one here. It means you get to pick the word we use to pick the bingo card. That's the benefit of being first. I'm always like rewarding the people that are first to appear. Especially, and it's an achievement as well, because I don't fucking warn people when I'm going to stream. This was like literally just, hey, why the fuck not, let's do it now. So yeah, in full disclosure, I might have to disappear very suddenly for like a few minutes. Hopefully it's not any time like soon, but Chinese food's been ordered, put it that way. I should have typed something. Guy with 2 names? I mean, yeah, you can, well, put it this way, one of you decides the word, one of you decides a number. If guy with 2 names, if you want to decide the word, because Doku World Order, I'm not sure is doing the word yet. I was lurking. Guy with 2 names. This is what I'm saying. Doku World Order has not said anything since. He might be also be a bit lurky, but we need a word, guys. Between the two of you, let's try and decide. In fact, the first word well done, Prophet. Prophet's here as well. The first word I see in the chat, we will use for using the bingo card. There we go. It's no longer first gets it. It's just the first word I see in this damn chat appearing. We've got Doku World Order, Guy with 2 names, and Prophet all here. It's a race to get the first word out here to use a bingo card. You got all these options here, everyone's saying, and it's capped up. You know the fucking drill. The latest ones is dead air. I haven't added dead air, by the way. But leg slap, rally, new games. So yeah, we've got good options here. So come on, guys, buy-in. Okay, Guy with 2 names is actually getting to use his word after all. Buy-in. He used the worst possible word. I don't think he says. Actually, is buy-in even? I don't think is buy-in even there anymore? I don't know if it is. I may have removed buy-in. Let me check. Actually, no. Guy with 2 names, I removed buy-in. Dayglow, it's fine. Buy-in is not a valid word. I took out buy-in in the last stream, that's right. Jeff Harris since he got arrested. I don't have that in the options either. We're looking for a valid word. Your stream will be the only thing I'll be watching with you to fill today. Hey, thanks, Doku World Order, appreciate it. Any scat talk? Guy with 2 names, thank you, that is definitely still in there. So, we'll search scat. 303 bingo cards have scat talk. Now, okay, the first number I see between 1 and 303 gets to pick the bingo card, essentially. So give us a number, anyone between 1 and 303, and that will be the number we scroll to get our bingo card, and that'll be what we use today. Oh, the excitement and the drama of it all. I wonder if it'll be a good bingo card or a shitey bingo card. It will be a shitey bingo card. Because Profit 69, thank you very much. Good number, by the way. Why am I not surprised you'd pick 69? No, let's establish this. Do you mean the 69th bingo card or the 69th result on the search? Because the 69th result is the 68th bingo card. I know I ask us every time, but you're the boss here. This is your number. Doku Order says, I will try to avoid acting like Peace when anyone, especially Phil, mentions cat. So if Peace does get so riled up sometimes, as does Shinko and what, you know, but I think I'm relatively composed most of the time. Right, I mean, it's one of those things. Do you want a 69th word or a 69th bingo? We'll do a bingo card, right? We'll just do a 69th bingo card. Oh, fucking hell, Doku World Order, thank you very much for the tip. We'll have no, hang on. Let me go over here so you can get animation. Thank you very much for that tip. You say thank you for the stream, it looks like, so thank you very much. And yeah, I just had to make sure you got... By the way, I've added DSP's chat to the very side here. It means that if he leans in, you guys might be able to see it on here. I can see it mine usually because I've got Phil's full stream open usually on a monitor. You guys never usually have an idea if he leans in. So, yeah, I'm distracting myself a little bit here. Okay, thank you very much, Doku World Order, for the tip. I really greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much for the congratulations. Am I alright? One ugly guy? Yes, I'm alright, apart from I too am an ugly guy. I know that pain. We're going to the card. We're going to the 69 bingo card, which is this one. This is the bingo card we're using, guys. So this one right here. This one on the right hand side. We've got On Demand, Idiot, Touch His Face, YouTube Legacy Story, Time. Time's a good one. Gifted Memberships, Chair Creek, Goal, My Wife, Taxes he doesn't mention a lot these days. It is what it is. Twitch, Snort, You Guys, Years Ago Story, a Y and a T Pose, Behind the Scenes, Hands for the Hair, Family, and YouTuber Jealousy. I would argue, Positive, Toxic, NSCAT Talk, and Drama. That's a solid bingo card, I think. Thank you very much, guys, for helping me pick the bingo card. And let me very quickly save a damn thing, and then get it moved over and all that stuff, and get set up very quickly. But thank you very much, guys, for the kind words, for the congratulations for the 1,000 subs. It really is. I said it before, but I did not expect it to happen. So I'm very humbled that there's like 1,000 people that want to sub to my dumbass. It's very humbling indeed. On camera, any advice on camera? On getting a camera? I have no idea. I don't want to give bad advice when I don't have any clue in the subject. I'm not going to pretend to be Phil and pretend to be I'll just do your research. Whenever I'm looking for anything technology-wise, I always make sure I go by the reviews and make sure there's plenty of those reviews, just to make sure I've got enough of a basis here to, you know, use what other people have said to help base my own judgment on what I buy. So that's the only thing I can recommend, is go by other people's judgments and make sure there's plenty of them, essentially. Having camera making YouTube videos on DSP. It's not one thing I'll be getting anytime soon. I'm not worth seeing. I'm not getting a fucking webcam, that's for sure. Right, just a second, let's see this bingo card. I'm getting a bit distracted by myself. Sounds kind of strange when I put it that way. Right, we're going straight over to this. And we're going to get our bingo card showing here. Let me just get the bingo card. As Lost DSP saying, yuck, no thanks. I get the work slow, fully loaded pizza. He's talking about food. Of course he's talking about food. Naturally, Phil's going to be talking about food. So, where are we? Here's a bingo card for today. Oh, that's pretty strange. What happened there? Hang on, 2 seconds. Oh, crap, I didn't mean to open that. I just randomly opened my editing software. Close it. There you go. Right, okay, everything looks okay now, and we can go over there. Yeah, that works. Okay. I will just be using my phone since it does 4K 60 FPS HDR. A lot of people do use a phone. I mean, also the phones these days are are built for it, you know what I mean? And I've seen different setups for it, you know, for people just to use a phone and everything get connected or whatever, and they've got a wee stand for it and everything. So, nah, not for me. I added a wee bit of text to Mobius as well, just saying thank you all for the 1,000 subscribers. You know, just I do greatly appreciate it. But thank you once again, Docker World Order, for the £1 and 1 pence tip. And of course, thank you for the stream. Thank you very much for supporting. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to need to educate myself on PayPal, because right now I've been given tips by people, but I've not actually been able to get any of it yet. Everything I've been given through tips is on hold, and I don't know if it's because I'm brand new essentially with that. I made a new PayPal account for this stuff, and so because I'm kind of a new, technically it's down to a new seller because I'm getting money off people, I guess, because it's like PayPal's acting like I'm selling people something with this thing. So yeah, basically I'm a dumbass with it, and I need to wait until like 21 days before getting money from PayPal for every tip, which I don't mind personally. But yeah, it just makes me feel bonus bingo. Yeah, this was an unplanned bingo for sure. Definitely just a random bonus one. How you doing, Dash, by the way? I just literally decided to do this like 5 minutes before going live. I thought, you know what, I've got time and I want to. And I also wanted to get the, as I said, are people okay with DSP's chat on screen as well? My logic is, if it's a lean-in ban, you'll be able to see it happening if he does it quick enough. Although it is not actually an option this time around. X Artemis says, but do tips of the money you can use now helps the business. Yeah, I don't know. I think Phil's got something enabled where I was like, I can't even mind what it's called exactly. It's something called PayPal. What's it called? It's something. He withdraws it immediately, but he gets charged a fee for every time. You're hot and tired, actually. It's a really hot day, and in Scotland anyway, it's like 20 degrees. I don't know how hot it was for you, but Scotland, it hit 20 degrees. A very muggy day. I was working overtime again until 6 myself. I've got it on mute, by the way, because you know why I've got it on mute. So yeah. Segovia says, getting paid by strangers is always something good, but Phil feels like everyone's money is by his... Yeah, exactly. Phil has literally said, once you give me money, that is my money. He has legit said that before. It's like, once you give me money, that is my money. He has said those words before to his fans. It's good. People saying, it's your call. I'm on to people who hate chats on screen. You hate chats on screen. I mean, I can very easily just get rid of it. In fact, it's not relevant for a stream. It's a bit relevant for trying to see a lean-in ban. That's the only reason I put it on here. Because I was thinking you guys won't get to see why someone gets leaned. So I think I'm just going to do that. We don't need to have it on screen because the options today don't include a lean-in ban. So yeah, there we go. It didn't take till to set up, but after setting up in the first place, it's like, oh, I don't need to. There you go. But yeah, as I said, guys, that's I might just appear randomly. I'm waiting for the door to get knocked. I ordered Chinese food. Just so yeah, there we go. We're just I'll be having chicken balls and chips, which is not very Chinese. Yeah, no, I'm a fucking I'm a basic bitch, I guess, basically. So yeah. Dash is saying it was 24 degrees. It's going to be 29 degrees tomorrow. Where the fuck are you? I'd fucking melt if it was 29 degrees. I say that. Fucking hell, man. I'm hoping to be going on holiday next week. I'm going to Spain next Saturday. I'll be away for a week, guys. So, but the thing is, though, it's a complicated one because I am desperately trying to avoid getting COVID. And I'm in a house right now where everyone's got COVID. So if I get COVID within like the next couple of days and I don't recover in time, I'm not entirely sure what the rules are now for flying abroad if you got COVID. I'm going there in like 9 days' time. Is it next Saturday? I'll be leaving for sunny Spain. And yeah, I'm in a household right now with people that have COVID, and I'm trying my best to not be near them, even though we live in the same fucking house. And it's like, how can I avoid this, or should I try and just get it as soon as I can, so by the time the holiday comes and the flight comes, I don't have COVID? Well, it's a weird situation I'm in, I feel. And I'm just kind of a bit terrified that I'm going to catch it right before the holiday, and I might not be allowed to go on a plane. Docu order, don't worry, pal. It's okay. Hey, Ravens Dolphins pretty cool to be fine. I mean, he's a good guy the way he does. So, yeah, don't worry, Docu order. But yeah, Ravens Dolphins quite well. He's better at this than I am anyway. With the streaming side of things, I'm still trying to educate myself on some things, as you can see. But yeah, as I said, I'm kind of paranoid about the whole COVID stuff and everything. I need to educate myself on what the regulations are, and I don't know, man. It's nervous, man. I just want to make sure I can get on this plane to get in the holiday. Okay, I've been looking forward to this holiday for like over a year. And obviously COVID regulations, everything's been calming down with the regulations and all, and people can just like start enjoying life again a little bit. And if my ass gets COVID right before the holiday starts, and I'm not allowed to go, it's for fuck's sake. And then it's just try to get everything sorted and I don't know, man. I don't even want to think about having to get everything sorted if it goes wrong, put it that way. But we'll see what happens. I'm just doing my absolute best to stay healthy. Oh yeah, I added a new thing to the soundboard. One new thing. It's the one thing that Shinko was too afraid to play yesterday, because I sent Shinko it and he was too afraid. He thought Vince McMahon would kick his ass, essentially. So when we see Phil go live, I'll play the new sound. And then my stream will probably get claimed by WWE, I guess. It is what it is. I don't need that anymore. Open. There we go. So Phil's still blah blah blah.
Music.
Yep, the music's still loud as hell. So yeah. So this is something like bingo card. Let's look at a bingo card very quickly before Phil starts. He's going to start in a second, I think, if you like. But on demand, he's been a bit. He usually says on demand as well, but he didn't say it last time, which was strange. Idiot is usually reliable. Chair Creek's definitely reliable. Gifted Memberships is definitely reliable. Goal, kinda sometimes. Let's see, that whole row, I'm not sure. It's like, I don't think he's going to mention taxes. He hasn't mentioned taxes. Is one of those things I was tempted to take out as well. But there's a certain time of year where it's very relevant when we talk about it. Oh, here we go. We're starting. Hi, Sadie. Just in time, Sadie. Just in time. Oh. Here we go. We're live.
Whoa! Good morning, dudes and dudettes.
Go back to Supercuts and get your $5 back, jabroni.
Radical edition of the Pre-Stream Podcast. I'm DSP. Welcome to my humble sewer abode. Today is Thursday. I'm not going to talk like that the whole podcast. But it is a totally tubular episode of the Pre-Stream Podcast today. Cowabunga, dudes. How you doing, everyone? Welcome. Today is Thursday, the 16th of June, 2022. And the reason I'm talking like that is because I'm a jackass. But also, today is a special day. Because today is the release of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. The retro homage, the spiritual successor to the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade games of the 1990s. These were games that actually got my butt out of my house and physically into arcades to play video games for the very first time. Until the Ninja Turtles arcade game existed, I didn't even know there were dedicated places to go to play video games. I thought it was just like, oh, there's an arcade machine at your local corner store or your local pizzeria. You know, they've got a game there like Ninja Gaiden or Wonder Boy or something like that. I didn't know that there was actually a place to go and play all this variety of games in one place. And I didn't know that the graphics of the games in arcades at that period in time blew away anything you could do on home consoles. So, today's a cool day for me because not only am I kind of going down memory lane when it comes to my history with arcades, but in addition, as a kid growing up, I was a humongous fan, much like all the other kids around me, of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The cartoons, the comic books, the movies, the action figures, and everything in between, including, yes, the video games. So what I'd like to do this morning on the pre-stream podcast is give you the story of my history with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'd like to tell you all about what I thought about them, how I first was exposed to them, my years enjoying them as a fan and a kid. All right? I think it'll be pretty fun to go down memory lane a little bit and talk about all the Ninja Turtles things at the time, because my God, there was a million Ninja Turtles things. It was the most popular damn thing, seriously. It was either Ninja Turtles or then X-Men. Like, those are the two giant things for kids at the time. Holy moly. All right, so...
Oh, I don't YouTube legacy. His YouTube legacy story.
Anyway.
It needs to be a part of his actual YouTube
I'm
video.
excited for today for sure.
Not quite.
And I certainly hope that you guys, I certainly hope that you guys will enjoy today's very fun throwback pre-stream podcast when we go down memory lane. And then, of course, today, we're playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, which is live on all platforms, but currently on Game Pass, which is how I'll be playing it today. From what I'm to understand, it's not a lengthy game, 2 to 3 hours tops to beat it, but the thing is, the game has tons of replayability, because apparently as you play through it, there's 6 playable characters, and they level up and get better versions of abilities and things as you play. And some of the catch, or not the catch, but some of the addictiveness of the game is you want to play with every character, see how they all play with their different fighting styles, learn their special moves, level them up. And I guess what you do is as you go back and re-tackle the game at higher difficulties, it gets more challenging and stuff. So unlike the Ninja Turtles arcade game, where it's literally play through it once, if you play through it once, you've seen the entire game, there's no difference. This game actually has a lot of replayability factor to it, okay? So, I'm excited for today. I really am. Now, something else as well. We were actually talking about this on pre-stream, and I have an interesting idea I'd like to run by you guys. Let's see what you think. I'm going to pass it by everyone live here on the stream for the first time, and of course, those watching on demand, let me know what you think. So, I love the Ninja Turtles. All right? Let's play this today. Let's see how this goes. And by the way, we'll see if we need another stream or not. If the game really is 2 to 3 hours long, it's very possible we beat it today, and you never want to see it again. Or, maybe we could do another run. We can do another stream or two of it with different characters. Right? Let's see how much you guys like it, how much I like it. If we want to play it again, you know, you might want to run through it a few times this week. Okay? We'll see. We'll see how entertaining it is for everybody. But we had an idea on the pre-stream because someone was like, Phil, for the pre-stream, why don't you order a pizza? And I was like, well, I mean, it's 11 a.m. I just had breakfast. We're going to do the pre-stream podcast. I'm going to play the game. I have dinner after. All right? So obviously that doesn't work for today. It doesn't make much sense. Right? But I was thinking in my head, I was like, you know, what are the days when I order food on a live stream? The days when I do a marathon event. And if you guys are not aware, you may not be aware of this, there is currently a collection being made by our friends over at, oh no, it's Digital Eclipse. Ah! If you're not sure why I react like that, it's because they made the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary collection, which offline is a really good collection, but the moment you stick your toe online, it's a piece of shit. Netcode sucks, full of glitches, broken, and unfinished lobby system. But anyway.
I'm back. Did I miss anything? I was awake getting the door.
There's currently a collection being designed that will have a ridiculous amount of Ninja Turtles content in it. Just listen to what's in this collection. The original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles art game on NES, which is so difficult and a ridiculous game, okay? The NES port of the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Manhattan Project, which is actually an original game based on the arcade game, but it's its own entity. Then it has ports of the original Ninja Turtles arcade game, the arcade version, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Turtles in Time, the sequel. Then it has 2 versions of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters, the fighting games that were made based around the Ninja Turtles. And I also believe it has more. That's all I remember off the top of my head when I was researching this collection earlier this year, okay? So that's a tremendous amount of games in one collection, right? And I was thinking, man, when that collection comes out, if you guys would like it, and, you know, obviously we'll see how this does today with the Ninja Turtles new game that's coming out today. But if you guys would like it, I certainly would like this. maybe do a marathon of that collection where I go through memory lane, going through the history of Ninja Turtles games all in one day, and we play each game for like, a half an hour to an hour to experience each one. And during that day, I would order pizza that we would eat together. I would show, we'll figure out what kind of pizza we want to order from and have a nice pizza meal together during the event and everything. I think it would be pretty neat. Okay. But it's got to be something that we all agree to, not that I do it and then half the people don't want to do it. Oh, why'd you do this? And then in addition to that, we don't know when the release date is of the collection yet, right? It would be great if we knew, but they haven't gotten a collection announcement yet. So without that announcement, we can't really say, it would be cool if they said, oh, it's going to be over the summer. I'm like, cool. We'll have a marathon day of the summer, Ninja Turtles Day, right? Turtle Time. DSP's Turtle Time Marathon. And, it'll be a really cool time. But I guess none of that can be determined until we know when the collection's coming out. I honestly thought the collection was going to come out before Shredder's Revenge. Shredder's Revenge was announced, last year? And the collection was announced, I want to say around the same time.
I mean, that's like me trying to tell you guys that I'm having
collection, if it's just a throwback collection of games tossed into like a
you're not eating
like
it. I'm eating it. I'm eating my chips. I'm eating my chicken
Street Fighter
balls.
30th anniversary
I'm eating
collection
it.
4 years
We're
ago.
not eating it.
I
I'm
didn't
eating
really
it.
think there would be
mine.
much time or much of a wait, but here we are waiting, and we still don't have a date. Okay. Anyway, it's an idea. It would be something cool to do for a variety of content. Ninja Turtle Time Marathon. Let me know what you think. Okay. All right. Anyway, let us, excuse me. Let us go through the schedule because I have some interesting announcements regarding this week's schedule this morning. Okay? Then I have a couple odds and ends to cover. And then I want to tell you about my history with Ninja Turtles. Go down memory lane. Okay? Cool. So, first of all, let's talk about the schedule. Today, yes, the first stream here is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge. I'll be playing through the game the entire stream. If we beat it once, I'll probably restart it with another character. And it should be a good time. I don't know if we'll beat it all in one sitting or not, only because, I don't know how long it actually will be, especially with me, me being an interactive content creator, shouting people out and possibly taking a break in there instead of just doing a smooth 3+ hour play. Maybe it'll be a little bit longer. Maybe it'll take the whole stream to beat it. I don't know. I don't know how hard it is either. Later tonight on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, it is the return of Skyrim After Hours. Yes, that is right. Skyrim returns to the late night chill streams as we continue on with the Dawn Guard DLC. We're only about 3 hours into it. From reports, it's anywhere from 10 to 15 hours long. So I'm excited for more Dawn Guard tonight and nice chill fun with all of you on the late stream. Okay? Tomorrow, we're doing something that you guys have actually been waiting for a lot. And in reality, last night, we did a special that a lot of people weren't expecting in regards to this. So the new PlayStation Plus tiers launched on Monday. I subscribed to the PlayStation Plus Premium tier, and we've been exploring it a bit. The first thing we did is we checked out some classic games like Tekken 2 and Siphon Filter, and then I live streamed Infamous 2 through the cloud as a PS3 game. And we weren't going to play it again until tomorrow, but then last night I beat Uncharted 2 really quickly. So for those who didn't check it out yet, last night we tried out Street Fighter 3 Third Strike Online Edition, as well as Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix. And as for the streaming service portion of those games, it worked flawlessly. It was as if those games were fully downloaded to my hard drive, even though they're not. Okay? It was pretty cool. I was like, wow, this streaming thing is insanely good compared to what I thought. I thought you were going to have pixelization, choppiness, dropped inputs. None of that. None of that. Okay? Now, admittedly, those collections don't have a wide player base. And sadly, when I was trying to play online, there's just not a lot of players. I'm playing connections that are over 100 milliseconds. So there's lag and there's dropped inputs. And that's the game's problem. That's not the streaming service. As for the streaming service, it was like flawless, dude. I couldn't believe it. This is 3 games now. Infamous 2, Third Strike Online, and HD Remix. And they all look perfect. Okay, I take that back. Infamous 2 had some pixelization to it, but it wasn't, oh my God, this is awful, unplayable, or anything like that. So I'll be honest, so far, I'm impressed. Tomorrow, the main stream, we're doing more. We're going to be checking out more classic games, more PS3 streamed games. I'd like to test out Tiny Tina as the game demo because the game demo is available and we already got it. And then maybe more PS3 stream. I want to see what else is available and how it all runs, okay? So, this should be exciting. And I hope that you guys will join me tomorrow for a major stream of PS Plus Premium Exploration, okay? Tomorrow night, Friday night, is my final ever session of Street Fighter, the 30th Anniversary Collection on Friday Night Fights. After tomorrow night, we are retiring the collection. Why? Well, there's two reasons. Reason number one, next week, there's a new collection, the Capcom Fighting Collection. And this is going to include Hyper Street Fighter 2 Anniversary Edition, which is an amalgamation of all the different versions of Street Fighter 2 in one. Plus, it's going to have all the Darkstalkers games in it, so that's neat. And a few other games that I doubt anyone's going to play long term, but they'll be in there. But I now found out if I want to play a game like Third Strike, I can still play Online Edition. It still works. So as long as I have the PlayStation Plus Premium, I can still play Third Strike if I so desire. If you guys have a craving one week, Phil could use some Third Strike tonight, we could do it. It's viable. I don't need the 30th Anniversary Collection anymore. So, yeah, effectively tomorrow night will be the final session of the 30th Anniversary Collection. I won't miss Alpha 3. I don't like it. I don't like Alpha 3. I never did. Okay, now, in regards to the rest of my streaming week, I have an exciting announcement. I announced this last night, but I did so on the late stream, and not a lot of people were here for it. So listen up, everyone. You ready for this exciting announcement? This week, I am still going to be streaming on Saturday, on Sunday, on Monday, on Tuesday, just Tuesday. I'm actually streaming all the way through Tuesday this week. Wednesday is my day off. Okay? So, that being said, we have a lot of streaming days coming up. Now, I don't have a set schedule for the entire weekend. Why don't I? Well, I don't know if we're going to want to play Ninja Turtles again. If we do, then obviously this will be a main stream again, maybe like Saturday. We'll do it as another main session, okay? Or we can do it Sunday. I don't know if after playing more stuff on PS Plus Premium, maybe we'll find a couple games on there that you guys would actually be interested in me playing more long term. Instead of just dabbling with it once or twice, maybe you'd like to see me play it a few times or more. And so therefore, it would warrant a few more streams, right? There you go. So basically what I'm doing to do is play it by ear. Today, how good is Ninja Turtles? Do we want to play it again? Tomorrow, do we want to do more PlayStation Plus Premium Exploration? Do we want to select some games from there and actually play them at length in the next few days? Now, in addition, I have another idea. And this one is out there, but I'm excited for it, all right? So we were talking over the last couple of weeks about the possibility of me playing some more retro stuff over the coming, months. And some of the games that we've talked about are Super Mario Bros. 2, the American Edition. There you go. So that would be Doki Doki Panic, but it is Super Mario 2. That's a possibility. Or Earthbound, an RPG. Now, I'll be honest with you, I'm not too keen on playing Earthbound until I beat Skyrim. And we're getting there. In Skyrim, we've just got this Dawnguard DLC to finish, and then the story ending, and we're done. So potentially we'll finish Skyrim in the next couple of weeks if we play it as a regular game at night. Okay? However, I had another idea. There is a series back in the day that I always liked, but I never actually beat a single one of the games of this series. It's a series that is synonymous with greatness of retro gaming that went on to go its own direction over the years and become very popular in many different ways. It's a series that to this day still has popularity and has television shows and things being made on it. And I've never done a single piece of content in regards to this series outside of more modernized games that are nothing like the classics. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm speaking of the classic horror franchise, Castlevania.
Fuck off.
Castlevania is tough. Those old games are very difficult. And I never beat them. I rented a few of them when I was a kid. I remember specifically renting Castlevania 3 and raging at it. I'm saying, oh man, this game's fucking hard as shit. Okay? And I also rented Super Castlevania. I remember, because I remember the 3D graphics in the background moving around. I'd read about it in Nintendo Power. And when I played it, I loved it. I was like, wow, the controls are good and everything. But I never really had enough time to focus on it and beat it. So, a couple of years ago, there was actually a Castlevania collection released, and it's Castlevania 1, 2, and 3, all on the NES. Castlevania 4 on the Super NES. Castlevania Bloodlines on the Genesis, which I already played. And then there's like 1 or 2 other extra games included in that collection. Okay? So, I would be down, if you guys are interested, I'd be interested in getting that collection and playing through some of the games. Now, I don't know if there's specific games you guys would want to see over others, but I haven't beaten any of them. I never beat a single one of them. They're all challenging. And by the way, I'd die a million times. It'd be funny to watch. You know, if you like seeing me get challenged and dying to games, yeah, these are the games for it, okay? So, yeah, Maximus Fisher says there was a second collection. Didn't the second collection have Symphony of the Night and some of the more modern games? I think it did.
Don't know what's going on, guys. Sorry. Why'd you stop? Why did you stop? What the hell's... Is my internet okay? No, actually, this is Phil's end. People are typing F in his chat. People are typing F in his chat. Yeah, this is all Phil's end. This is not me. Some guy in his chat says, did the stream crash? Yeah, his chat's freaking out. In fact, I'm going to show you the chat. Have a look at his chat. Oh. That's a lot of chat at once. Yeah, because I disabled viewing that, it's all flying by at once. Let it catch up. Yeah, this is actually Phil's end. This is not me. That's what I'm saying. This is not me. I thought it was me for a second. DSP's typed, it must be a YouTube thing because I'm not seeing it. So there you go. You can see for yourself that the chat's updated. Now, excuse me while I mute my microphone very quickly and finish eating this chicken ball.
So, I'd be down for that too. So here's the thing. We got Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday wide open to do whatever we want. All right? Now, my day off is Wednesday. When I come back on Thursday, it's the premiere of Sonic Origins. On Friday, it's the premiere of Capcom Classics Collection. Excuse me, Capcom Fighting Collection. And therefore, I'll be alternating between those. All right? And there will be a lot of coverage of those games. In particular, the Capcom Fighting Collection is going to have a lot of games that I'm going to be playing offline, but then I'm going to be doing online sessions as well. All right? So there's going to be... Oh, what happened? There was lag? There was no lag on my end. People are saying the stream is lagging. Yeah, it must be a YouTube thing. Here. It must be a YouTube thing because I'm not seeing it. Yeah, I'm not seeing any dropped frames at all here. YouTube must be effing up. Yeah, there's nothing going on my end.
It was Phil's end. I mean, none of us could see Phil's stuff, so either was Phil or it was YouTube.
Everything looks good on my end.
The thing is, Phil, the video kept playing as if I didn't miss anything.
Refresh.
So we're kind of behind a wee bit. But that's because of Phil. I'm not going to try
Everything
and,
shows good on my end.
I'm not going to try and fast forward or anything.
Huh. I'm still here, and it's still working for me, laughing out loud. Yeah, it never crashed for me. Weird. I guess refresh. It's fine now. It never showed a thing for me at all. It never showed anything crashing or anything. Yeah. Seems to be working now? Okay, cool. No, I'm not going to edit this out of the podcast. I don't edit the podcast. You know that. Snowcrawl, stop that right now. It's Shredder. Maybe it was Shredder. Maybe one of the drill vehicles came up and hit one of the internet lines coming out of YouTube. Could have been. maybe the mousers ate the lines. There you go. Yeah, it could be. Oh, God. Ah! Oh, that's bright. So what happens is, let me see if I can show you. Oh, it went away. See, when you're on your dashboard on Xbox, when you're not playing, there's these pop-ups that pop up here. And it popped up that someone was playing the Ninja Turtles game, and it was all green. It was super bright in my face. I couldn't see. I was like, ah! Anyway. All right. So, welcome back, everyone who had issues here with the stream. I don't know what happened there. All right. So, anyway. Here's the deal. Today, it's Ninja Turtles and Skyrim. Tomorrow, it's PlayStation Plus Premium Exploration and the final stream of the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. Okay? Then, we have 4 streaming days to do whatever we want. Do you want to see me do more PS Plus and pick games off PS Plus to play? We could do that. Do you want to see more Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? We could do that. Do you want more Skyrim? We could do that. Do you want me to play Castlevania Collection? We could do that. Do you want to see Super Mario Brothers 2? We can do that. We have all these options. And I don't know. Ah, it's doing it again. Here, now you can see. Ah, it's so green. It's bright. It hurts my face. Why does it have green? I gotta turn my TV off. If it's gonna show that, I gotta turn the TV off. It's really blinding me. Oh. Okay. So, this is a pretty cool week because we have variety and we have freedom to do whatever I want. Let's think about it over the next few days. Already I'm getting different people's opinions here about what to do. I'll take in your opinions. We'll see today if I like Ninja Turtles, if you like it. We'll see tomorrow what happens with PS Plus, and we'll just shoot from the hip, as they say. All right? Now, like I said, I'm off on Wednesday. When I come back on Thursday, it's Sonic Origins premiering. Friday is the Capcom Fighting Collection. And I'm going to alternate between those games. Daytime streams are going to be those games, and nighttime streams are going to be multiplayer of the Capcom Fighting Collection of all the various games, alternating with Skyrim. Okay? And we might have other stuff too. If I start, Castlevania, maybe we'll have that thrown in. So let's see what happens. All right? I'm excited for whatever we do. I really am. Like, it's going to be a really exciting couple of weeks here. So I hope you'll all be along for the ride with me for this variety stuff. I know that these are not giant AAA game releases. Okay? Admittedly, there's nothing huge going on right now. There isn't going to be anything huge going on for a while. It's the summer, for God's sakes. Right? But I hope you'll be along for the ride with me for all this fun stuff. All right? Matt on Wheels says a tip for when you play this game: break everything. There's secrets abound. Cool. All right. So that's the deal. That's the schedule. All right. Now, one quick reminder. Our members, the most we've ever had was 630. Today we're at 627. We lost a few. It's not a huge deal, but we're going to lose a ton. Within the next couple of days, it is the 1 month anniversary of me gaining the ability to have gifted memberships here on YouTube. When I got gifted memberships, within one day, I had 100 gifted memberships. So it went, whoop, just like that. We skyrocketed. And then what happened is gradually people would gift 20 here, 10 here, 30 here, 10 here, and it went all the way up to where we are now. Well, those 100 are going to expire. All right? So prepare for it. It's going to happen. We're going to dip down probably to like 500. And there's nothing that can be done about it. It's okay. What I would hope is that some of you who have had those gifted memberships over the last month will consider re-upping the membership. That is how the growth actually happens, is you basically got a free trial run. And if you enjoyed that free trial and you want access to all the emotes, unlimited chatting without being timed, only one message or one message every 10 seconds, you like the chat crown badge, you like all the features, right? Then hopefully you would consider continuing that gifted membership as a paid membership to help the growth of this channel in the long term, all right? There's also a possibility that when those expire, some people might come in and want to get them back and start gifting again. So we'll see what happens, all right? But it's not the end of the world. You don't have to freak out. It's all good. Fair enough?
Finish with dinner, guys. Good news.
Okay. So that's really all I've really got to talk about today. So what I'd like to do now.
Already?
is going to a segment called My History with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
The fuck up!
My sound box
So I'd
is
like to
better
put you
than
into
his.
this perspective of a kid growing up in the 1980s. Okay? There was tons of stuff for kids to do. You know, video games were very popular, but at the very same time, more in real life stuff was more popular, like action figures and stuff like that. Cartoons on TV was way more popular at the time than video games. And so I was always into cartoon tie-ins with action figures. It kind of started way early with He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, and then it carried off into G.I. Joe, the Transformers, and it just kept continuing on over time. Now, I was a fan of all that stuff. And then I was going to school, and I had a few friends in school, and one day, you know, I see my friend at school has I think it was a backpack. And it said Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I was like, that's the weirdest sounding thing. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You know, the other things that I done, okay, G.I. Joe, it's military guys, kind of, you know, army men. Generic, it makes sense. Actually kind of realistic. Okay, not really if you watch the show, but you know what I'm saying? There really is military guys. Or, you know, Transformers, it's robots that transform. It's simple. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Each one of those words doesn't really jive with the other. You know what I mean? Like, can you really tell me, seriously, that whoever thought that idea up wasn't like drunk as shit or high as hell or drunk and high at the same time? Now, at the time, I didn't even know that the Ninja Turtles was based on a comic book. Everyone knew Ninja Turtles as a cartoon show. And I had not watched the cartoon show, but my friend told me about it. He was like, yeah, man, it's the best cartoon. It's so awesome. You got to watch it. And they have all these action figures and things. So one day on a whim, you know, I'm getting ready for school. And I say, all right, I'm going to see what this is. Now, back then in the mornings, I have no idea if they still do this now. But back then in the 1980s, in the mornings, early mornings, they would play cartoons for kids to watch while they were getting ready for school. And one of the ones that always played was Ninja Turtles. So I started watching it in the mornings.
Thanks, Cliff.
And I liked it. I thought it was weird because they all, you know, one of them, you know, Michelangelo talked like a surfer. I was like, why is he talking like a surfer? He's a turtle. They're not at the beach. This is weird. But it definitely had a lot of things that appealed to kids. Pizza. I mean, every kid loves pizza. And pizza was the major focus of the show, that they're always eating it. They're talking about it. You know what I mean? Ninjas. Of course, kids love ninjas and anything that has to do with martial arts and combat. So, of course, having ninjas with weapons and they're fighting all these robots. The other thing was they're fighting robots. So because they're fighting robots, unlike G.I. Joe, where they're fighting humans and they can't really hurt anyone, because if they did, they'd be like, oh, God, it's gory. It's not for kids. In this show, they're fighting robots. They could chop the robots into pieces. It doesn't matter. They're robots. So it kind of took away some of that violent overtone that other kid shows had, because you're not hurting other creatures. You're just destroying robots, you see? So I liked the show. And of course, one of the coolest things about the show was that it just kept adding characters. It was like, first it was the 4 Ninja Turtles of Splinter, April O'Neil against the Shredder and Krang. Then there's Bebop and Rocksteady. Then there's the Foot Soldiers. Then there's Leatherhead. Then there's the Rat King. Then there's Baxter Stockman and the Mousers. Then there's the mutant dino creatures from another dimension. And then there's this and then there's that. And it was crazy. They just kept extrapolating upon this Ninja Turtles universe, creating this giant idea of all this stuff coming together. Now, again, little did I know, it was based on comics, and all those characters were from the comics. I didn't know that. I never actually read the original Ninja Turtles comics until many, many, many years later, when I was aware of their presence, okay? Everything back then was the cartoon Ninja Turtles. It really was. So I became a fan of the Ninja Turtles, and I wanted, of course, all of the action figures. You go to the store, you go to the toy aisle, half the aisle is Ninja Turtles action figures. So, of course, you start collecting them, and I had the Turtles, and I had Shredder, and I had all, you know, all the classic ones. Did I have the Technodrome? I think I had the Technodrome. I never had the Turtle Van, though. I'm pretty sure I had the Technodrome, but I think that's the only one I had in regards to like a play set. I don't think I ever had the turtle van. I think that drill thing that comes out of the ground that the foot soldiers are in, I think they sold that, but I never had that. I'm trying to remember exactly what I had. I basically had like the basic action figures, the Turtles, Splinter, April O'Neil, Casey Jones, and then I had the foot soldier. I think I had 2 foot soldiers, because obviously you want to pretend like you have an army of foot soldiers. If you have one, it's not many. So I think I had 2 different foot soldiers. I know I had Shredder. You know, I don't even remember if I had Krang, because Krang was a big figure. It wasn't regular size. He was a big one. You know what? No, I take that back. I know I had Krang, because I remember playing with the little brain figure. So I had Krang.
This is so boring. This is so boring.
So I loved them. I played with them, you know. And then, of course, everything went Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles exploded in popularity at the time. They had Ninja Turtles breakfast cereal, which was basically like Lucky Charms, only the marshmallow pieces looked like Ninja Turtle heads and slices of pizza. But it tasted just like Lucky Charms. They had Ninja Turtles like puff snacks. You think potato chips, popcorn, puff snacks. So it was puffed Ninja Turtle face with orange dust on it that was supposed to taste like pizza. It tasted like shit. It did not taste like pizza. But I ate them because they were Ninja Turtles. They had
That's cat talk.
Ninja Turtles pudding pies. Okay? If you ever had one of those fruit pies from back in the day, it's a baked pie, and inside you have a filling like you know, cherry, blueberry, apple. So they had one. It was the same exact pastry, but inside it was green colored pudding that they said was mutagen, and then they frosted the pie.
Oh, please say toxic. Please say it.
Frosting.
Please say toxic. Please say it.
So you ate it, and it was like the most disgusting thing you've ever eaten. But it was Ninja Turtle, so you were happy. You were smiling. It was like the ultimate sugar rush. It was absolutely gross, but you just kept eating it. Then, of course, there were tie-ins. Where the Ninja Turtles had tie-ins with pizza. Like, if I remember correctly, I think it was Pizza Hut who had the tie-in meals. You would go there, you'd get your own pizza, and it would have the Ninja Turtles meal with the Ninja Turtles cup and other things that it would come with. So it was like the real deal. It was like, dude, Ninja Turtles tied in with everything. I had a Ninja Turtles backpack that I went to school wearing. I had Ninja Turtles everything. Like, seriously. Ninja Turtles t-shirts, anything you wanted was fucking Ninja Turtles. Okay? So I was all into it. And then you might say, well, how does this tie into like video games and things for me? Well, there were 2 key things that happened. First of all, they announced a Ninja Turtles movie that was going to be live action. And when they announced this, all the kids went nuts. You're like, live action? You mean the turtles are real? We're going to get to see how they would look if they were actually real, as opposed to just this cartoony thing that we've been watching for years and years on TV. And yes, as cheesy as those movies are, they absolutely blew us away as kids when we went to the theater and we saw those Ninja Turtles. Those outfits look sick. To this day, I will watch the first Ninja Turtles movie and I still think those outfits look good. Not the second and third. They are terrible in those. But the first movie they actually tried. And those Ninja Turtle outfits look really, really good. Okay? But the other thing that happened that was a big tie-in thing was video games. Now, there was a Ninja Turtles video game on Nintendo. I never played it when I was a kid. I actually had not been interested in Ninja Turtles at their inception. It was a little later when I jumped on the bandwagon with all my friends. So I kind of missed out on the original Ninja Turtles game. And thank God I did. It's infamously one of the worst games ever made for NES. People hate the shit out of that game because it's so brokenly difficult. Okay? I jumped on when my friend at school, who was a friend of Ninja Turtles, had introduced me to Ninja Turtles. One day he's like, hey, did you ever play the Ninja Turtles video game? And I was like, no, you know, I don't have, well, at that time, I don't know if I had a Nintendo or not. I was always behind the times when it came to game consoles. So I was like, I didn't know if I had it or not. I was like, no, I never played it. He goes, well, you should come with me and play it. And I said, what do you mean, come with you? Go with you, come with you where? I thought, you know, it's video games. You play them at home. He goes, no. He says, we got to play the real Ninja Turtles game. I said, what's the real one? He goes, the one that's the cartoon. I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. I had never heard of this. He goes, no, there's a place you can go. It's called an arcade, okay? And in the arcade, it's actually like way better games. It's all really good video games that look great. They look way better than what you can play at home right now. And there's a Ninja Turtles game that just came out. It looks exactly like the cartoon. You can play as all 4 turtles. Each turtle is a little different. You play against Bebop and Rocksteady and Baxter Stockman. All the classic characters from the cartoon are in this game. It even has the theme song and everything. They say Cowabunga. I was like, you got to be kidding me. This sounds amazing. We got to go. So we did. We skipped school. We went right there. No, we didn't. That's a lie. Obviously, back then, what did we do? Well, I talked to my parents. He talked to his parents. We scheduled that we would meet up at the arcade. That's what we did. We all met up at the arcade. And basically, he and I played Ninja Turtles. It was about maybe an hour we played. I think my parents each gave us like $5 or $10 to play it. So we're playing it.
Just say family.
And the thing was,
just say family. God damn it.
I was hooked. I couldn't stop playing this game. I loved it. It was like everything I'd ever wanted. It was like the cartoon come to life. My eyes were wide. My jaw was dropped as I played it. My friend went off to play other games in the arcade. He was like, hey, come play this with me. Come play that with me. I was like, nah, I'm going to stay here and play Ninja Turtles. So he went off and played everything else while I was just standing there playing Ninja fucking Turtles the entire time. I was so, I don't want to say like starstruck, but you know what I mean? Like I was so in awe of the game. I just didn't want him to leave it. So I got to the end of the game fighting Krang, who's the next to last boss. I beat him. Oh my. Now, by the way, I say I beat him, but it was random people all playing. It's 4-player co-op. So it was random other kids joining during the time that I'm playing. We're all playing together. We beat Krang. Oh my God. Here comes the motherfucking Shredder. The end of the game, you know Shredder's the last guy. I ran out of quarters. And I turned to my dad and I'm like, Dad, can we please? And he's like, we've been here he's like, I told you we were only going to be here an hour. We've been here over an hour. We got other places to go. We can come back another day to play it. But Dad, I'm at the end. It's Shredder. We're in the Technodrome. There's the portal to Dimension X. Shredder has clones all over the screen. All I got to do is beat the shit out of this tin head, and I've beaten the game. And he said, no, we have to go. And we left.
It's like a Wolverine story.
And I was scarred for life, and that is why I'm an asshole to this day. No. That's not. I made that up. No. What ended up happening was, that was the beginning of me starting to regularly go to arcades. Now, at the time, this arcade was pretty far away from my house. It was about, I would say, a half an hour to 45 minutes away from my house, okay? So we ended up going there maybe 2-3 more times, and eventually I did beat Ninja Turtles, okay? Now, once I beat it, well, it's kind of like, well, you beat the ultimate challenge. Now what are you going to do? So I started looking around at the other games in the arcade, and at the time, there were a lot of different kind of games. I remember a game called Pit Fighter, which was digitized graphics, beating the shit out of people in like a pit fighting environment. There was, I'm trying to remember if Final Fight was out at that time. I think it was. And that was, of course, a side-scrolling beat-em-up of a different kind, beating up gang members from Capcom. And there was also, at one point, there was The Simpsons. Now, The Simpsons came after Ninja Turtles, but I don't remember how much longer after. But definitely the Ninja Turtles was the one that got me there. And then I played everything else. I remember there was a Captain America and the Avengers saying, The Avengers! That voice would echo across the arcade. There was also a Spider-Man beat-em-up game. So there's all these different games that I played back in the day. And really it was Ninja Turtles, the arcade game, that got me to play arcade games. Now, eventually, a new arcade opened up much closer to my home. Right nearby, actually. I would say probably only like 10 minutes away. And originally it was called Spanky's Arcade, but then they closed and moved down the street. I think what happened was there was some kind of a fucking, like a leasing dispute or something. So the guy just moved his arcade right down the street, and then it hit their permanent spot called What's Your Game? What's Your Game?
That story sucks.
Was the arcade that I played in throughout my entire youth, the whole 90s. You know, starting off with the beat 'em ups and things like that, then Street Fighter, Then after that, other fighting games like Mortal Kombat, Killer Instinct, the later Street Fighters, and then the Versus series, which reinvigorated fighting games all the way through the early 2000s. So probably about almost a decade of my life, I was going to this arcade every Friday and Saturday night and playing all the various different games. And even though when fighting games released, they took over. And undoubtedly, fighting games became the focal point in the arcades for almost a whole decade. That's what people went to arcades to play. Whenever there was a cool new beat 'em up or whatever, I would still check it out. I remember when Turtles in Time released and I played it. I loved it. I was like, wow, this is the sequel to the original Turtles arcade game, and it plays well. The graphics are even better, right? Even more of a cool sampling of characters from the comic books, or I should say, from the cartoons. However, during the whole time that this was happening, okay, I had never read the original Ninja Turtles comics from Eastman and Laird. Those were the two guys who originally created and wrote the Ninja Turtles comics. But at the time, Archie Comics, okay, Archie Comics started making their own line of Ninja Turtles comics based off the cartoon show. So the Turtles looked more cartoony like the cartoons. It was more representative of the cartoon characters, but it was original plot lines. It was not the actual cartoon plot lines. So I started reading and collecting the Archie Comics Ninja Turtles comics. And I remember I was probably like 2 years that I was reading and collecting those comics. And you know what's funny? I learned a lot of words from those comic books.
Thank you, Mr. Differently Abled, for
Because even though
that
comic books
message.
are
Thank
supposed to
you.
be for kids, they sure write like it's for adults. I remember on the cover of one of them, it was the final confrontation. Like you're going to confront someone. And I had no idea what that word meant. And I went to my parents, I said, what does that word mean? And they said, oh, it means it's like the final time that you're going to have a face-off against someone, or you're meeting someone in an epic fashion. It's like a final showdown. I was like, oh, confrontation, a final showdown, a final, I see. So I learned a lot of words out of those comic books just reading them. And I absolutely loved those comic books. And that actually, the Ninja Turtles comic books branched me over into my general love of comics in general. I then started reading X-Men, Spider-Man, to some extent Superman during the Superman, Death of Superman, and the 4 New Superman saga. And then later on, I started reading Image comics like Spawn and stuff like that. So yeah, it really was the Ninja Turtles cartoony comics branched me into mainstream comic knowledge and fandom.
Over 20 minutes. That's what we've
So
gone
the
for.
Ninja Turtles branched me. Just think about this. The Ninja Turtles branched me into arcade video games
It won't end.
as well as comic books. If it weren't for Ninja Turtles, I might not have ever had interest in that. I might have more focused on home consoles and never played Street Fighter.
Dun, dun, dun. Fuck off.
So, I will now, for the first time ever, give a shout out to Eddie, my childhood friend, who probably has no fucking idea who I am.
Don't dox him.
Shout out to Eddie,
Don't dox him.
who introduced me
Leave
to the
him
Ninja
alone.
Turtles when I was a child. By introducing me to the Ninja Turtles,
Leave
you
Eddie alone.
introduced me to arcade video games, to comic books,
Don't
which
do
then
it.
introduced me to competitive Street Fighter, which then introduced me to the ability to perform in front of a crowd at a tournament competition, which then allowed me to have the confidence to speak in front of people, which allowed me to make videos in front of the internet, which allowed me to live stream in front of the internet, which put me right here. So if it weren't for Eddie, I would not be a live streamer right now. It's funny how life works. It's the butterfly effect. It's the domino effect. It's whatever you want to say. Shout out to Eddie, who I found out is Fred Fox. I made that last part up. Okay. All right. All right.
Yeah, Dashi, that's a good point. Very good point, Dashi.
That's my Ninja Turtle
Nah,
story.
I'm taking that, Dashi. He literally did turn it into
That's
a
my
story.
Ninja Turtle story. Somewhere behind the scenes, somewhere is Dr. Claw. It's Eddie. He's Dr. Claw. And he's like, I'll get you, Darkseid Field.
It did. You're right,
Next
Dashi. You're absolutely right. No. He tied it
Oh
in
my
with YouTube.
goodness.
He tied it in with YouTube at the end.
Now, in regards to my ongoing
Yeah.
history with the
It
Ninja
said
Turtles.
thanks to Ninja Turtles. He's a
so
live streamer.
I remained a fan
This is
of
a
the
YouTube
Teenage
link.
Mutant Ninja Turtles through the 90s, I saw the first movie. I absolutely loved it. Okay, I thought it was amazing. I saw the second movie. I liked it. I didn't like it as much as the first movie, but it was cool that there was Toka and Razor, who everyone thought in their heads, oh, that should have been Bebop and Rocksteady from the cartoons, but for some reason they invented two New Mutants for the movies. But everyone kind of thought, it's kind of the stand-ins for Bebop and Rocksteady. That's what they're supposed to be.
I'm going to fucking take that reach for
Super
all
Shredder.
This has been
at the end of
the card so far has
really
not been
cool.
fantastic in terms of performance. I'm just saying.
And then there was
I'm
Ninja
going to
Turtles
take every
3.
slight advantage I can get.
Okay.
Oh, did I say behind the scenes? Thank you, Diego. I must have missed that.
Ninja Turtles 3, sadly, really for me, was kind of the reason why I stopped liking Ninja Turtles. Like, Ninja Turtles 3, the movie, is so bad that when I saw it in theaters, I was so upset. I was like, dude, I can't believe how bad this shit is. What happened to the Ninja Turtles? You know, it used to be they treated these guys with respect and care. And then I was like, I guess what's going to happen is now, sadly, I guess the Ninja Turtles aren't in their prime anymore. They've been out for many years. They're now going to basically keep milking the cow, as they say. But it's not going to be anywhere near as good as the stuff used to be.
That's a sus
it's just
hand
gonna
motion.
Be cash in after cash in after
DSP,
cash in.
that was a very sus hand motion.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I might have to look, but
I watched Ninja Turtles 3. I still remember the fucking movie, how bad it is. That instead of it having any villains or ties to the actual Ninja Turtle shit, they made their own storyline where the Ninja Turtles get sucked back in time to feudal Japan. And they're fighting against a Japanese warlord and some, I guess, I don't know if he's supposed to be British, but some kind of a fucking like European guy who brings like guns and technology to feudal Japan. It's horrible. It's so bad that even me as a kid, now this is me as a kid, I remembered watching this movie in theaters and every joke they tried was absolutely god awful. There's terrible references that aren't funny. And not to say that the original movie didn't have bad references, but they were kind of like, okay, they're cheesy and in line with the cartoon. This is written for like a dunderhead. Like, I don't know who would find that movie funny.
oh, they made a few though, Phil.
You know what I'm saying? It's that bad. It's just like, it's a disrespectful fucking movie. You go to the movies to see it and you're like, Jesus Christ, they really robbed me.
They robbed you.
I remember walking out of the theater after seeing that with my dad, and we looked at each other, we're like, we've seen all three of these movies. What the fuck? Like, of course we didn't say that, but you know, it's just like, what just happened? We felt like we got ripped off. Like, what a crap show, right? It was terrible. And after that, I'll be honest with you, like, I basically kind of didn't really care about Ninja Turtles anymore because there was X-Men. They were super popular at the time. And Marvel, and I was totally into Marvel comics and stuff like that. So I basically leaned more into Street Fighter video games and Marvel comics. And I stopped caring about the Ninja Turtles. And the Ninja Turtles, it's not like they went away. They continued on. The cartoon continued, and I never even saw the end of the cartoon series at the time. I stopped caring about it. And apparently they had other spin-offs. Like we just talking about it the other day. The Coming Out of Their Shells tour, where they pretended like they were musicians and they had a stage show and shit. I didn't pay any attention to that. And then they tried to bring back the Ninja Turtles again and again over the years. Remember the 2000s? They tried to bring back the Ninja Turtles for another reboot cartoon. And there was another reboot movie. And there was another reboot. I think at this point, we're probably on the 4th Ninja Turtles television series, right? Probably. And I remember they also had a live action television series in the 90s. I never watched it. Because again, I saw Ninja Turtles 3, and it was so bad that I didn't care about Ninja Turtles anymore. So when, they're announced, there's a new live action show and there's going to be a 5th turtle and everything, I was like, I don't care. I just don't care. The movie ruined it for me.
30 minutes talking about turtles.
So I know many of you
30
are probably much younger than me. And probably for you, your experience with the Ninja Turtles was from those 2000 series. Right now, people in the chat are saying the 2003 series was great. It actually was a great way to reimagine and reboot the series. You know, it was well done. I'm happy, but I never cared. I mean, at that point, I was in my 20s. I was a competitive Street Fighter player. I was traveling and playing Street Fighter. I had a job now. So my life had changed dramatically. I wasn't heavily into that kind of stuff anymore. So I didn't really care about what happened to Ninja Turtles or anything like that. So, that being said, that's my history with Ninja Turtles. And it was a good one. some nice formative years there in my childhood. And so that's why today, as I play Shredder's Revenge, I'm going to be excited to kind of feel like I'm back in arcades. But this is supposed to be like a modernization. They have special moves. They level up. The game is more interesting and challenging and more lengthy than the original arcade games. That's cool. So I'm excited for today for sure. It's like a blast from the past for me. But at the same time, anything that you guys throw at me after the 90s, I'm not going to understand any of the references. Like I said, I didn't see the 2003 show. I did not see the 3D reboot that was like in the late 2000s. There was a 3D movie reboot. I played the game though. Remember? There was an Ninja Turtles game and I played it. Actually now, I don't remember if I ever played it for YouTube. Maybe I didn't. I know I played it though. I think I played it for Gamer Points. And then I know again there's been like at least another 1 to 2 reboots. And then it wasn't fucking Michael Bay. Didn't he make 2 shitty Ninja Turtles movies? Right?
Shut the fuck up!
SSJ4 Vegito says Turtles Forever was a good movie. It was a crossover between the 2003 and 1987 series. I wish they brought back the original 1987 voice actors, but they couldn't because of 4Kids BS. There you go. All right. Yeah, see, I'm aware of that too. Some people are saying, well, there were all these other Ninja Turtles games released over the years. They never let up. Like, Ninja Turtles just keep getting milked. They just never, I don't think they're ever going to let them rest. They'll forever be ninjas, they'll forever be turtles, but they'll forever be teenagers, right? They're always fucking teenagers. They never grow up. They've been around since the fucking late 80s. How are they teenagers? They should be like 50 years old. Like me. They should be old, crotchety, and disgruntled. Okay? I've had enough of this. All right. They should be complaining about inflation. God damn, those pizza prices are so goddamn high now. Get the gas prices down so pizza will be cheap again. I've had enough of this. Okay. All right, guys. That's what I got for my Ninja Turtles history. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's do some shout-outs. All right? And then we'll see what we got time for. So.
I'm not sure if I got a bingo, guys. I hope we do, but it's hard to see where it's going to come from.
Our first shout-out of the day is from Incognito, who did a $5 super chat and says, during your planned Turtles in Time marathon, well, it's not Turtles in Time, it would be the Turtle Collection, where we play through all those various different Ninja Turtles games of all different genres. You should set up a tips goal, and if you hit the $200 goal, you'll put on a turtleneck.
Boring.
Wow. A turtleneck. I don't know what the meme, I still don't understand the meme of the turtleneck, but fair enough.
That type of
Rob
jump
on Wheels.
you dumbass.
Has re-upped his membership for 14 months at the super supporter level. Thank you very much, Rob. He says, I'm still here, y'all. And it's good to have you here, Rob. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
I can roll your ass
Axel
off a cliff,
Stone
Rob.
did a $5 super chat. He says, fun fact, the classic arcade games were unlockable on the GameCube 2003 TMNT cartoon games. I was shocked to unlock them and find them in there. Yeah, I think over the years, the nostalgia factor always kicks in, and so they like to have those little references or, you know, have them included in various collections and the like, which is nice because, again, those were really the first real, I say the first real Ninja Turtles games. That NES game was so bad. It was just really bad. It's not fun. It's cheap. It's unfair. It's got ridiculous respawns, enemies you can't reach, but they can fuck you up. Insane damage for nothing. Like, it's just bad. It's a bad game. And it sucks because it was Ninja Turtles, so all the kids bought it, I guess, and hated it. Hold on 1 second. We're going to do shout-outs for tips, but I have to blow my nose because I'm about to sneeze. Ah. Oh, I don't have any tissues in here. Hold on, I got to go get some.
Oh, no. Hang on, so he's blowing his nose. Does I still have that in the bingo card? I'm not sure. Let me check very quick, guys. Does I still have blow nose on the bingo card? I know it's not on this one, but I used to have it on like the big main one as an option. I might have removed it, I'm not sure. Because I've played it for a while, like a few days straight or whatever, and so I added it, but he's not done it since. I think this is the first time in a long time.
I got tissues now. I had to steal them from another room.
Steal
I
them?
have tissues in here because my allergies and stuff, sometimes I gotta blow my nose.
Bet you probably bought them, your
Right
tissues. Steal them. Fuck off.
Ugh.
Okay, why couldn't I have blown his fucking nose outside of the fucking room? What the fuck? I don't think I have blow
Okay.
nose anymore on this. So there we go.
All right. Now, let's shout out people who have tipped today. We start off today with Anso Kamaru, who tipped $1.50. Says, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles music does not disappoint. The soundtrack is done by T. Lopes, the god himself who created Sonic Mania's soundtrack. TMNT is fantastic so far. Remember not to play it as a masher. Learn the timing, react the same you would a fighting game. Well, there you have it.
Shots fired a wee bit there.
I think the characters have special moves, right? I think they do. So you're going to want to be running through. You know what it reminds me of? What was, you know, I think this is going to remind us of Guardian Heroes. You guys ever play Guardian Heroes?
No, don't care. Shut up, move on.
So Guardian Heroes was kind of a hybrid. It was a side-scrolling beat-em-up. And it had controls similar to Final Fight, but the characters also had special moves. Double taps, rounded motions, Shoryuken motions, and they would do combos. So you could do like a couple hits into a special move that would juggle, and then you could dash after it, and you could hit them again and keep juggling. I get the feeling that'll kind of be what this is, maybe. I guess we're going to find out again. When I play games, I do not do ultra research on them anymore because I don't want to spoil them. What's the point of knowing everything about the game before you play it, right? But I get the feeling we're going to like it. So, okay. Carlton Jr. Give me $4.20. He says, Turtle Power. I'm younger than you, but I originally played TMNT arcade game at Chuck E. Cheese on a school field trip 20 years ago. I was glued to the screen the first time me and my friends played it. I'm loving the vibes, and I'm excited to see this stream. Sounds good, Carlton. I'm excited as well. Different folks from different generations can still enjoy the same things. That's very true. Rob on Wheels has tipped $5, and that is the biggest tip of the day so far. Let's get Rob on the leaderboard for that.
Oh, Rob's on a roll.
Thank you, Rob. Cool. All right. Rob says the following. Random, but Moses Ingram and the little girl who plays Leia are the true stars of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Also, Iman Vellani is killing it as Kamala Khan. Wonderful to see diverse young talent shining. I have no idea what he's talking about because I haven't seen Obi-Wan Kenobi at all. I know nothing about the actors. I know nothing about the characters in it. But thank you, Rob, for the tip. And I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying the show. Snow Carl, tip me $1.50 and says, can you give Slayer a shout out for inspiring the My History with Turtles in this case segment? I remember him suggesting something similar the other day. Sure. Honestly, I'll be honest with you, that's not why I did it. If you remember, back when
Fuck you, Slayer.
Elden Ring came out, I actually did a whole week. My history and thoughts on each of the major FromSoft games.
Thank you, CBGBs.
And so today, knowing
Appreciate it.
that Ninja Turtles was coming out, I want to do a little bit of my history of Ninja Turtles. If I play a franchise game like this or something that I have history with, I'd like to talk about it like this on the pre-stream podcast. But, you know, Slayer comes up with tons of good ideas. So, shout out to Slayer just in general. He comes up with great ideas.
It's because of ideas and money for you. You take the money straight away. The ideas, not so much.
Snowcrawl to the $1.50, he's talking about inflation and shit. All right, that's great, Snowcrawl. We're not going to talk about that.
You talk about it, though.
It's nonsense.
You talk about it,
It has nothing to do
Phil.
with the stream. It has nothing to do with anything that we
You
can do
brought
anything
up
about.
first. You brought up first. So
you
they
deal with
bring
it
it
when it
up.
happens, right?
Oh, I can't. Oh,
Jeez.
God. Oh, my
Okay.
fucking God. I just want to slap him.
Okay.
I just want to slap this bitch.
All right,
God damn
so
it.
there you have it, guys. I'm sure that we all want to sit here and talk about inflation for the rest of the pre-stream.
You brought up earlier, you
Thanks,
fucking
no
idiot.
problem. All right. So we do have a little bit of extra time. What I'm going to do is turn on my air conditioner now because it is getting hot and stuffy in here. I won't be surprised if it's like 80 degrees in here at this point. Okay. Okay. So we have some time to chill and talk. So what would you guys like to talk about? If you'd like to talk about something, please tag me.
So I want,
Alex says, I wouldn't mind talking about inflation for the rest of the stream. All right, that's what we're going to do.
so I want Phil to
More
talk
interesting
about.
than Ninja Turtles, that's for sure.
I want Phil to talk about idiots, Twitch, and being positive. That's what I want Phil to talk about.
Swago Nito says, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles The Last Ronin is really good. It's where all the turtles are dead except for Michelangelo. It's super interesting. That's depressing. Jesus. Thoughts on the TMNT comics? Well, it's like I said, I read the Archie comics. Those are the ones that I read, and I loved them because they felt like the extension of the television show. Now, years and years and years later, I actually did go back and I bought a collection of the original like Ninja Turtles comics, the first couple runs, and I thought that they were really good, albeit gritty. Like they're actually kind of, adult. They're chopping people with blades as if there's blood, but it's all black and white, so you don't really see the blood. It's all black, but still it's there. It's just funny that something that was meant to actually be like gritty and serious turned into a kiddie cartoon show that exploded in popularity and made bajillions of dollars for kids when you would never want a kid to read those original comics. It was too adult oriented.
Isn't that what happened to Batman? No, Batman was the same, wasn't it? Like, there was some kind of regulation that came out, so they made Batman into a very kind of comic thing with Adam West.
What was my favorite Turtles episode? Oh, I don't know.
That's how
the one where there were pizza creatures. Remember, they're aliens that came down and they started growing. The pizza aliens. There you go.
Pizza aliens.
Yes, the first TMNT movie, the live action one, is absolutely worth watching to this day. It's fun, it's cheesy, but it also has some really good lines of dialogue, and the turtle outfits just look good.
Probably Dashy, probably.
It's a really well done movie.
Sorry, I'm not so
for taking something that was supposed to be the realm of cartoon fantasy and somehow translating it into reality. It's certainly not perfect, but I think they did a stupendous job of doing it.
I think this bingo card is doomed, guys. It's hard to see where it's going to come from.
Carlton Jr. says, your experience with TMNT is my experience with Power Rangers. Blazing hot when you're a kid, then you get older, you realize how ridiculous it is, but you still respect it. I mean, exactly, like, fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. What? You want to talk about implausible? And as a kid, when my friend introduced me to it, I thought it was ridiculous, over-the-top, implausible bullshit. And then I liked it. Just like everybody else. You get into the fat, you get into the hype of it, and the next thing you know, you're all over that shit. Right?
I grew up in Power Rangers, and I liked it as a kid. I'm ashamed to admit.
SSJ4 says, fair warning, the Red Sky seasons of the 1987 cartoon sucked. They made them dark. What are you talking about? Red Sky? I guess I never saw them. I don't even know what that means.
Dead Air. I actually added Dead Air, but it wasn't on this card. Are the Turtles even
teenagers? They're supposed to be. They're supposed to be in the cartoons. Yeah, they're supposed to be teens. No, I didn't collect Ninja Turtle Pogs. I did not collect Pogs. I had very few. I think maybe I bought 2 packs of Pogs total. And I looked at them and I said, what the fuck? These are so stupid.
Well, in the UK, it's called Teenage Mutant
says if I'm going to play Castlevania, would I want to watch the Castlevania anime on Netflix? I don't have Netflix.
You weren't allowed to call them Ninja Turtles in the UK. They were called
I don't have
Teenage
Netflix. I'm not getting Netflix.
Hero Turtles. Heroes in a half shell.
Geez, Samwise Gamgee says, in the movies, it took 3 different people to operate each costume. 1 in the suit, 1 controls the face, and 1 voices them. Jeez, that's a lot of work. Which weapon out of the 4 turtles is my favorite? Of course, when I was growing up, everyone said Michelangelo's nunchucks, right? Everyone. Nunchucks. Every kid wanted a pair of fucking nunchucks.
The aircon's loud as fuck,
swing around and beat the shit out of things with. Every kid wanted nunchucks.
Hey, I see one ugly guy in Phil's chat.
What would be the better weapon?
He was in here earlier on.
The most useless weapon are size, because you have to have someone come at you for them to be effective.
I still might be here, I don't know.
So fuck the size. The bow staff probably keep everyone away. It's long as shit. So you probably stay the fuck back. I mean, the sword, 2 swords? That's kind of ridiculous, no? Oh, I got a piece of wood. I got 2 giant fucking swords.
This may have been a mistake.
Whoa.
It was very impromptu,
things are not the same.
I just kind of wanted to do it. Why not? YOLO.
Oh, hold on. Shout out to Kyle Denson, who did a super chat and said, what are your thoughts on Buzz Lightyear film having a same-sex kiss so people are actually upset? I don't care. I don't care. First of all, I'm 40 years old. I don't care about Buzz Lightyear. Okay?
You care
Buzz
about
Lightyear, maybe
turtles?
I cared about in the 1990s when the first Toy Story came out. I couldn't give 2 shits about Buzz Lightyear in the year 2022. If Buzz Lightyear ripped his suit off, had 3 penises, and, was on fucking Drag Race, I wouldn't care. I don't care about Buzz Lightyear. Why anyone cares about this, it's ridiculous. Who cares what Buzz Lightyear does? Let him be who he wants to be. Let him kiss who he wants to fucking kiss. Is it any of your fucking business? Jesus Christ.
Well, that was unexpected.
Okay. Colin Jr. says, were there any cartoons that were hot when you were a kid that you did not watch? Well, here's what I watched. Ninja Turtles.
Oh, God.
Well, I told you about the younger ones. It was Masters of the Universe,
Oh, God.
G.I. Joe,
Here we
Transformers. Then it was Ninja Turtles. Then it was X-Men and Spider-Man. Then it was Gargoyles and the Batman animated series. And then I started watching some of the 3D shows like Transformers Beast Wars and Reboot.
Come on.
And then there's the
Stop
end of the
this
time
shit.
when I was watching cartoons. You know, I watched some comedy shows
It was
too,
a
like
Scotch and 64
Animaniacs,
degrees in
Freakazoid, that
Washington.
kind of stuff.
Surprised I was not melting.
Oh, Tiny Toon Adventures I watched as well.
New card, King Jar is bored. That's basically a snort square. I'd be on it every fucking time.
Disney, anything Disney Afternoon. Chippendales Rescue Rangers, Tailspin, Darkwing Duck. I watched all that. DuckTales, I watched all that. I thought it was great.
Look at him trying to remember.
And that's probably it. Like, I'm trying to think, what was the last cartoon that I watched? I actually watched as an
Strange wee
adult.
piggy
It
alien
was when I
face
found
trying to
out that they
remember
never stopped
childhood
making
memories.
the DC show. So you had
These are
Batman,
pressed, most of them, though.
the animated series, but then they made Superman, but then they made Justice League, but then they made Justice League Unlimited. So as an adult, later on, I went back in time and I watched those cartoons because I liked them. I thought that they were really well done, tying in the lore of the comics into like a cool TV show.
He's talking about his favourite
But outside of
cartoons,
that-
essentially.
You know,
Yeah.
that's about it. So, were there any other popular shows I didn't watch?
Like a shout
What was
out,
during
Doctor.
that time that I didn't watch? I don't know.
If people are bored
I'm
of
sure
DSP,
there's some in there,
Raven's Dolphin
right?
is playing. Oh, thank you for the subscription.
Money, oh, money, yeah,
Okay.
money.
Thank you, CBGBs, for the subscription. Appreciate it.
I went back in time. I did. I went back in time, people are saying. I don't know what you're talking about. Batman Beyond, I did watch some of it. I never saw the whole series, but I did watch some of Batman Beyond. I really like the Batman Beyond movie, Return of the Joker. One of my
those
favorite animated
Muslims
movies of
don't
all
like
time.
gays, do they?
Super
It's
duper good.
strange. I don't know why Muslims are so threatened by it, but there you go.
I did watch the Sonic TV series. I watched, originally there was Sonic Adventure, or Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, and that one sucked ass. But I watched the other one. It was just, I think, just Sonic the Hedgehog. That one was the one that was an ongoing plot where there were freedom fighters fighting against Robotnik, who had basically taken over the world. And it was a really interesting narrative. I liked that show. Another one I never saw the end of, but I watched a lot of it when it was on TV. I liked it.
CBGBs, you got nothing to apologise for.
Am I
pal.
getting
I'm
more
just glad
booster
you
shots
have,
for
so
COVID? If
don't
they
worry
were
about
made
it.
available to us, we would get them. Absolutely. Any extra protection, we're on board for. But I mean, they haven't allowed that, right? So we're just sitting around with what we had from last year. You know, I'm sure the protection has waned by now.
Oh, you go out once a week.
I never saw
and
Cat
you're
and Dog.
out not
No.
for that long, so you're not under any threat
Big
unless
Papa
cat
Fizzle, you ever
brings
watch
back a
kids' game
disease.
shows? The one where kids had to play a game show, play an NES game, and try to get a certain score. That doesn't ring a bell. Swaganito says the cartoon ended on a cliffhanger. You mean Sonic? Oh yeah, never had an ending. That sucks. Oh, there was another super chat. I did not see it. Thank you for telling me. Ampzy, the super chat is, what cut do you ask your barber for? I don't. I just said make it short. I said, it's the summer now, or it's about to be the summer. It's getting warmer. I hate when the hair is long around all the back of my neck and all around my ears. And I hate that. I don't mind having longer hair on top. That doesn't really bother me. But this all bothers me when it's hot. So I said, just make it short. And there you go.
I don't mind that. He put his hands through his hair. We've got another green square, although we're still not too close to a full bingo yet, sadly. And he's probably going to start playing soon if things are going to go slow.
There you go.
I think... I don't want to bait Phil,
Why?
but bait him.
Here's a question to you, Ampsy. Why?
What do you mean, why? Why are you getting interested about his cut? What, first time he's seen you since you got a haircut and he's asking what cut it was?
Colin Jr. says, was I too old when the original anime craze hit Toonami? The only thing that I was on board for was Dragon Ball Z. Because when it hit Toonami, everyone
SS cut.
was
I can't
talking
beat him, I'm banned.
about Dragon Ball. Oh my God.
I can't bait him.
Left, right, up, down. Dragon Ball Z was so ultra popular.
Here's a challenge. Try and bait him.
I
Say two things
remember
at
I
once.
was playing you know, Marvel vs. Capcom
Like,
and stuff. And even my friends playing that were like, dude, I have a VHS collection of Dragon Ball Z at home.
I'm just trying to think,
Come
how
watch
can
it.
it bait him to say two things at once?
It was just super popular. Was I following every single
on demand at the same time, or Twitch, and it is what it is.
episode? No. But when I had a chance, I would catch
Toxic.
it. I was following along with it. I remember on TV, they had just finished the Frieza saga. And so they were starting to get into the
Guys,
Cell
I'm
saga.
not going to tell you what you should
And I
and
was like,
shouldn't
I don't want
do
to
in
wait.
this regard.
So I
If
went
you want
online,
to
I
debate
found it
and go for
all. I just watched
just
all
want
the
to win some
Japanese
bingo.
with subtitles. I just watched the whole series all the way through the Boo saga online illegally. Just watched the whole thing. And I loved it. I thought it was really good.
I'll tell you what, I'll fetch it myself, Doku, right? I'll fetch it myself right now and pin it. How's that? Just
But that was really it. I never really was into other
Bear
stuff on
with me.
Toonami or anything like that.
bear with me for a second, and I'll fetch a link right now, guys. You'll hear Phil, but you won't see him. 2 seconds. Give me a
Man
second.
on Wheels
I'll
is
find it.
Sonic Satam or Saturday Morning, I think is what that stands for. The one you watched ended on a cliffhanger. Now the fans are making their own adaptation of the planned 3rd season with full voice acting on high-tier animation. Wow.
That should be that.
There you go.
There we go. So let me post a link.
I have no recollection where I watched Dragon Ball Z. Someone's like, did you get off LimeWire? I don't fucking know. I
message.
probably got it off a zip file, you know, and just unzipped like
There we
40
go.
episodes each and watched,
Ravens
watched them in
Dolphin is
droves.
playing the game live right now.
672 has re-upped his membership.
There you go, it's pinned.
Thank you, 672,
people
for
can go
re-upping
to
the
it.
membership there. He says, number one member.
This is
check
going to
me in.
end quite soon, guys. When Fusion's over, the bingo's over essentially, and sadly, it looks like we're not going to win unless he has he goes on a tear. But yeah, Ravens Dolphin is streaming the game right
Why
now.
is everyone talking about my hair? Because they're jealous.
Fuck off!
They're jealous that a man of my age can look this good. Obviously. They look at this. Oh,
Fuck off,
fuck.
man.
Hope when I'm 40 years old, I look like that.
Clown mode.
Right.
Right, on demand and idiot or Twitch and it is what. Well, it's probably Twitch and it is what it is. Might be the best thing. So get him to either our family and YouTuber jealousy.
Did I get into Goosebumps and Tales from the Crypt?
That's a good
I
point,
read Goosebumps.
Dashy.
I don't remember there being a Goosebumps TV show, but I read the Goosebumps books and loved them. Tales from the Crypt, I know was on HBO,
Right.
but I never really watched
Suddenly
it.
we're one away, guys.
Years
Suddenly,
later, I watched the entire
one
series
away.
and liked it, but I never watched it.
We
when it was
need him to say
new.
family, and he had plenty
on
of chances
TV.
to. He kept saying his mum and dad.
I mean, it
and
was on very
parents, but he
late
didn't say
too. When
family.
I was a kid, you know, you're not up that late to watch it.
He said so many chances to say family. He's not done it because he's an arsehole. He is a hole of an arse. He's a smelly part. You know, right in the middle. He is that. The stinky part. Not the cheek.
Yes, I'm gonna grow my own cherries in the backyard and make my own cherry juice. You fucking idiot.
Idiot. We got another one. On demand
Dumb
is.
thing.
We have idiot all of a sudden. We are one away from
Bacon
two
Boy
different
thinks my
ones.
haircut suits me well and makes me look younger. Oh. Well, it's good. I need something to off-put the insane amount of white hairs in my beard, I guess, right? It's funny because recently, as you know, I've been doing a lot of reacts. I reacted to my own Down the Rabbit Hole, and then I reacted to the John and Howard video. And I'm watching myself, you know, from the past, and I mean, my God, my hair and my beard, right? My hair used to be like puffy, puffed up like crazy all the time, and my beard used to be so dark, really dark. And then I think it's over the past 5 years where all these whites grew in and overcame. And it's funny because everyone says, oh, you're patchy beard. There's no patchiness. This is full beard here. It's just mostly white. So it doesn't look like a beard. It looks like, you know, it doesn't look uniform, as they say. I could dye it, but I don't really see the point. Do you guys really care that I don't have a dark beard? Is it that big of a deal? My wife doesn't care.
I just
The other
kinda
thing
thought
is,
I could dye.
you dye your beard, man, it looks stupid in my opinion. Like, ahem, ahem. There's a particular couple of content creators that do that, ahem, ahem, and you can outright tell how fucking dyed their beards are because they look so goddamn fake, and they're so dumb they think they look good. They're a bunch of fucking
Well, that's
jackasses.
definitely jealousy
all
right
right?
now.
You can tell that shit when it's dyed. It looks so bad. So that's why I don't really want to do it. I don't see the point.
That was like huge jealousy right there. We are so close
I'm
to
not,
we're so
I didn't
close.
say nothing. I'll be like,
Come on.
oh, he's taking shots at this guy, that guy. I didn't name a single person. So You interpret that however you want. I didn't say shit. You can't. You can spin that how you want. I didn't say nothing.
I said, don't
How
worry.
dare you?
You don't have to worry about Phil's standards. Look at Phil's standards in life. Don't worry about what he says about what someone should or shouldn't look like. Look at him wearing fucking pajama bottoms onto a live stream as a
Do I
presenter.
watch anything lately? No.
People
I
watch
watch. I
online.
watch fun, relaxing stuff with my wife. We've been watching MasterChef. Before that, we were watching Shark Tank. Before that, we were watching, I think, like animal shows and vet shows. You know, we just watch random stuff, and we kind of get on like a marathon of it. And we watch it for a month or two until we like watch the whole thing, and then we move on to something else. We don't do too much in the realm of
No, Diglo, he's kind
it's
of
a lot of
he doesn't
reality TV
his
shit, but
barber
like,
does.
like nicer reality TV. We're not watching fucking Kardashians and fucking garbage like that. You know.
Oh, my wife. Yeah, you're right, Marcus. You said my wife.
No, I've never seen The Big Bang Theory. Nope.
Still family we're waiting for. That'll be a double one though if family comes up. Guys, we're so close to a bingo. Ask him, has he ever watched anything with family values? Ask him if he's ever watched Family Values.
What do I think of Touch of Grey? Touch of Grey. I'll be the silver fox of the office. Touch of Grey.
Someone ask him if he likes Family Guy. Someone please ask him randomly. Bait him into it. Anyone right now that's somehow in
Yes,
Phil's
I remember
chat.
Malcolm in the Middle. I did watch some of Malcolm in the Middle. Not all of it, but some of it. I thought it was entertaining.
I'm keeping an eye on Phil's chat looking for questions.
I never
like
saw
this.
Hogan Knows Best. Nope.
Come on, someone please ask him. Please, someone must be in this chat as well. Ask him if he likes Family Guy.
No, I did not watch the 2010 TMNT. I just said as much. I'm not interested in reboots.
Damn.
I'm the George Clooney of gaming. Now that's an impressive title. I'm going to go with that from now on. I'm going to use that as my... I am Dark Side Phil, the George Clooney of
I didn't even
gaming.
realise that I would argue as well. Is up there as a potential bingo.
The king of silver foxes, the George Clooney of gaming. Done. That is a lock. We're using that from now on.
That is a lie.
Beautiful.
You had to learn yourself from now on. That is a lie. Come on.
Oh my God.
I don't. Come on. He's not even said on demand. Come on.
There you go. Big Papa Phil says, Phil will go for the salt and pepper look. He's going to convert his gaming channel into a book of the week wine and cheese stream. Yes. Yes.
We're so close all of a sudden.
This is
Come
all
on.
correct.
Someone bait him. Someone please bait him. Please.
No, I've never seen Greg the Bunny.
Please bait him into saying this. Please. I don't think it's going to happen, guys. We'll see.
Anything else, guys? Any last minute questions or beware of Bob? Ah, wow, what a stretch. Beware of Bob just became a channel supporter. Thank you for becoming a supporter. Beware of Bob. I appreciate that. Jeremy Kyle says, I know someone in their late 20s, he's bald. Be proud to have a haircut in the 40s and something, you know, bald people can't do. Dude, I'm shocked I have as much hair as I have. My uncle and all of his sons, of which he had
Say family.
three?
Please say family.
2 or 3?
Please say
I
family.
forget. All went bald in their 20s.
Come on.
Every one of them
Please say
lost
family.
all of their hair
Please say
when they
family.
were young.
Please.
So I was always under the impression, and my mom always told me, beware, you might get bald like really early. It's in the family
Yes.
blood.
Yes. We got it.
I was like, oh shit.
We got
I
it.
lucked out. I must have got my dad's genes because I still have hair.
Bingo.
It's not even, but at least I have it.
That is a goddamn bingo. We got there in the end somehow, some way. Through a bold question, about a hair question, we somehow had got him to say family. That's a double bingo as well. We're still playing, by the way.
Thoughts on former Street Fighter director Yoshitori? Is it Yoshinori or Yoshitori Ono? I
I'm
forget his
going to
first
keep
name.
going to see if it says
Here's my
anything
thoughts.
else.
Really nice guy.
We got a bingo
Okay, very well intentioned. All right. Basically was in the right place at the right time when he was working on Street Fighter 4. but sadly proved
We may get more
that
bingos.
it was kind of a
If it
right
says
place,
on
right time
demand,
kind of deal. Meaning,
If it says, I would argue.
his first attempt to do something great with Street Fighter worked because people
I'm doing
wanted
the
that
biggest
revival.
lie-push
People
right now.
were
We
dying
got-
for Street Fighter to come back in a major way. We wanted
I'm
Street Fighter to move
surprised
into
we
the
got
3D
it.
realm,
That
which
was
it hadn't
looking
yet.
lost for a long time.
And he capitalized on that. All right. So Street Fighter 4 was a ginormous hit while he was in charge of it. And then what happened? Like literally every other thing he did failed. You know, not that I want to crap on the guy, but all his other attempts at fighting games and things just like poop after turd after poop. And it's like, dude, so you have one big hit and everyone thinks you can do all this other stuff and then you fail and fail and fail. That sucks. It would have been great if he kept being successful, but I just feel like he was just not the right guy to head the ship. He wasn't. He was right place, right time for Street Fighter 4 because that was a time in history where people absolutely needed the revival of Street Fighter. And then once they got past that revival, it was just kind of like he didn't know he was chaos ensued, you know, and it sucks because maybe if he hadn't been in charge, Street Fighter wouldn't have basically been on a major decline because it was. As much as you would maybe like to pretend like it wasn't, Street Fighter has been on a decline since the end of the life cycle of Street Fighter 4. Street Fighter 5 never lived up to the hype, never sold as well, nor had anywhere near as much popularity as Street Fighter 4 did. No matter how many people want to spin it, they're lying, they're idiots. It just didn't.
I might remove it.
Okay?
I might remove
Look
it
what happened
altogether.
during Street Fighter 5. All the peripheral companies were crashing. Mad Catz went out of fucking business.
He used to
Why?
say I would argue
They were
all the
making
time.
money like
He hasn't
crazy.
said it for a while.
And then all of a sudden, what happened? So it just sucks. What happened there?
He said a lot of
But it
chances.
is what it is. I think
No,
he's
he
still
said
a
it
nice
is what it is.
guy.
We
It's a
got another
shame
one.
that he basically could never turn it around, and he ended up leaving the company because they were going to take all the control of Street
Well,
Fighter
it's not
away
bingo,
from him.
but we've got another
When they
square.
actually saw what he was doing with Street Fighter 6, they hated it, and they told him, "That's it. You're off the project. You'll do something else," and then he quit.
If he randomly says Twitch, we got another bingo.
Exactly, Usagi Jojo. He says, "What about Street Fighter X Tekken debacle?" That's part of it. That's part. I mean, it was just like fail, fail, fail. Everything was failure after Street Fighter 4. He just couldn't get anything to work.
We're suddenly getting all the bingos in the world. Like.
The Bong Among Us tipped me $4.20. Thanks. And then an anonymous tipper tipped me $5 and said, "Hi Phil,
Well,
I
see,
just want to say
it just
wiener.
happened.
Take
Literally just
care."
happened. So there you go.
There you go. Thank you to the wiener tipper. Appreciate that. A wiener tipper. So now
Yeah,
we're
it took
at
a lot longer than I
$21 in
thought it would.
tips. Thank you.
It really did take a lot. I'm surprised as you are because I was about to say
We might have had a new
surprised I'm not
member
had it,
as
and as I
well.
was
Let me
saying it,
check
it came
that.
up.
And then we'll probably get started here.
Yeah, like Thanos.
Wiener
Like
tipper.
Thanos and DSP snorts, it was inevitable. I would. It doesn't say it, I would argue as much anymore. He used to say it all the goddamn time.
Nope, we went down. 625.
Get wrecked, Phil. Get it up, you.
I told you guys we're going to start losing members. I mean, in the next day or two, we're going to lose like 100. Nothing can be done. It is what it is. Unless someone comes in here and gifts
I
like
just said
another
that
100
again.
members to make up for it, we're going to lose a lot. Okay? All right, guys. Thank you for a great pre-stream.
Wait
And,
for it. There's more.
excuse me.
It's not over yet.
Hope you enjoyed it. My history of Ninja Turtles.
Even when he stops recording,
It is now
we still
turtle
go.
time. Right? It's time for the heroes on a half shell.
I think
to
he might say
unleash
on demand
their powers of
before he
ninjutsu
starts
upon
recording
the
for
world
YouTube
once
for the
again.
game.
It is pizza time. It is radical, tubular, bodacious, bossa nova, cowabunga, sayonara.
Shut the fuck up.
I stopped recording the pre-stream. Okay.
Right, we're not finished yet. He is doing well for tips today, man.
Huh?
That's something I
Wow,
got.
that pop-up showed up way
26
late.
bucks.
Oh, I know why. Because I did a screen transition.
Oh.
That's why.
Right.
Okay, never mind. It's fine.
That might not be a
It
real
only showed
tip.
up late because I did a screen transition.
That
All right,
might not be a real tip then, because it may be delayed OBS thing from.
let's see here.
So are you going to keep restreaming from the actual? Fuck no, from TVGBs. I'm out. As soon as the gameplay
No.
starts, I'm done.
That's not right.
I'm just here for the bingo shit. No, I don't care about his gameplay. I don't care. If you want
Oh
to,
my God,
if you want
excuse me,
to
that was really
see
disgusting,
Ravens Dolphins
everyone. I'm
play
very
this
sorry.
game, play better than Phil. I've got a link top chat.
Hopefully
it's just
that's
pinned.
good. Is it the
And,
right color?
But yeah, I'm just going
Supposed
to
to be
bail.
green.
And I
I think it was
don't care
blue.
about Phil's gameplay.
Is it green or blue?
No one cares about Phil's gameplay. Let's be honest.
Oh,
That's what Roddy DM and Dark Days Mother
it's
for.
blue. I guess like green.
And Piece of Piece as well. Piece of Piece does a restream for the game sometimes, but that's always so we can blow
There
him
we
up
go.
if he
Much
gets to
better.
Bigcon 0.
Okay. Nolan Lynch just became a channel supporter. Thank you to Nolan Lynch. I appreciate that, Nolan. All right. Real fast. I'm just gonna use the restroom.
We're still playing. We're still
And
playing,
be
guys.
right back. It'll be like 1 minute, 2 minutes. And then we're gonna get started. We're gonna jump in and see what Shredder's Revenge is all about.
As soon as he starts recording for YouTube for the game, that is when it ends.
There it is. All right, I'll be right back.
Because I still think he's going to say, like, watch your videos on demand. We still might get another bingo out of this. We just need to wait for his dumbass to come back from the fucking bathroom after his little WWE champion stint. I should make it too long. Well, if he's going to be like 10 minutes or something, he puts on the ads. You're going to be on another restreams chat. You're going to move on with your life. I don't know. I've not thought that far ahead. I don't even know. While he's away, let me line up other YouTube shit. He has to plug for tips and memberships. Very good point. So yeah, I think he's going to say on demand. That's what I'm holding out for. That means we'll have a truffle bingo. Now, let me quickly... I don't really need to do that, but there you go. Who's live right now? Go to subscriptions. Go to Kevin Bacon. He's on Hot Ones. Who's live right now? And 1337 is live right now, and he looks like he might be restreaming some. Yeah, he might restream some of the game as well. It looks like Ludwig World Order is live right now. He's playing as well. Ravens Dolphin isn't live anymore. I think. Wait, our man. I thought I was subbed to Ravens Dolphin. Hang on. I need to check this out. Am I not subbed to him? No, I bet you're not subbed to him. I thought I was. I was convinced I was. Oh, Ravens Dolphin's still alive.
Players, my side.
Yeah, like everyone kind of just stopped there, and it's like,
Yeah, I'm just gonna. So yeah, I might check out some of
All
this game.
right.
Oh, phone's back.
Let's get set here.
Sorry about that.
Oh, so I got a question.
Oh.
For those of you who've played this, because I know some of you probably played it already, right? Do you think I should use the gamepad, or do you think I should use my joystick? Because if you use the joystick, it would feel more like you're playing an arcade game, which is what the game's supposed to be a throwback to, right? But I don't know how it works. I don't know if there would be a reason why I should use this.
That was actually
over
very quick.
the
You're
joystick.
Right, KNW, you're right. It was very quick.
What do you guys think?
I mean, I would imagine just use your controller because the game's been it's been remodernized essentially. It's been redone for modern consoles of games, so you'd imagine you might need the controller.
It has command moves. You want a joystick. All right, fuck that thing. Let's get the joystick.
For fuck's sake.
Sounds like a plan. Now, it's authentic. Now we're playing like we're in arcades. See that shit?
Authentic Italian Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Such a lack
Now we're
of preparation. As I'm saying, is it still going? Like, the bingo's still going. He's not recording yet for YouTube for the game.
Phones?
So we'll see what happens.
Yes, Luca, I agree. This is the Hori Fighting Stick Alpha, donated to me randomly by a fan for Christmas. I never asked for it. They absolutely blew me away that they donated this to me last year for Christmas time. I was like, wow, what a nice thing to do. And let me tell you, I got a lot of use out of it.
I
So
think it's
pretty
unreal,
cool that I
man.
got it.
I find it incredible
All
that
right,
Phil can
you
earn
guys
6
ready?
figures a year and yet still have to rely on fans doing that for him. It's crazy,
Do
man.
this.
And also, there is doubts whether someone actually did that. People think Phil just bought it himself.
Cowabunga, dudes.
If Phil admits he bought it himself,
What's
people
going
would
on,
question he's
everyone?
got enough money to do
Guess
that,
what
but
we're
he
doing?
can't fucking afford
Something a
your
little
own
different.
bills.
Something pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, people think that Phil actually just bought his shit himself.
We're going to be checking out
But
Teenage
either
Mutant
way,
Ninja Turtles
it looks
Shredder's
bad on
Revenge,
Phil,
the
arguably.
modernization
Either-
of the classic
Either he
Ninja Turtles
relies
games from
so
back in the
hard
day.
on fans
I'm
like,
excited.
doing that.
On my pre-stream today, I
Or
explained my history with Ninja
he's
Turtles.
buying it himself sneakily. It's the demographics either way looks bad, Phil. So hang on. He's not recording yet. It looks kind of low. He had his hand out.
Holy shit!
Am I going to get copyright strike by Turtles? No.
Metalhead. Stockman.
I don't want to get struck by Turtles for having like the theme song or whatever.
I forget the name of the Triceratops.
Remember those guys? It was called Hero Turtles in the UK.
Heroes in a half shell. Wow.
We weren't allowed to use ninjas as a reference because
Now that's a
kids-friendly.
fucking introduction. Damn.
Right, guys, this might be the end. We might start recording. Just
Oh shit.
his controller,
Hold on.
his joystick doesn't work properly. I think,
Hold
or he's not turned it on. He might not turned it on properly. Ah, damn.
I have to put it to my other settings here. I have to wait for my audio to work. There we go.
Oh, he's actually doing all the settings first
Oh,
before
no.
starting recording.
Well, we're gonna have the same problem that I had when I played Pac-Man. The audio comes out really low when I put it on this. I'm not even gonna explain. I'm just gonna use this controller to have audio for it, so I can actually hear the game.
Wait, he's gonna have his audio come through
There we go.
the controller. Okay,
So-
I don't care.
Holy shit! That was one of the best intros I've ever seen in my life. Incredibly similar to the animated television series
And he didn't record
intro
it for YouTube.
from
Terrible.
the 80s and 90s. That was outstanding. So, we're going to show you the options, but first of all, Anto Camaro to me $1.50. So I love how the game is perfectly balanced even for solo play. I'm playing on the OK difficulty, which is medium. Although I'm getting my ass handed to me, it's fair and doable. I can't wait to tackle the hardest setting. Well, fuck that. I'm gonna see if we can play online. I want to play with other people online if possible. I don't know how it
Fuck off.
works, but I want to check it out.
Playing
It says
online.
there's 6-player online play.
That's not
So
Phil.
hopefully I can team up with some people. I don't know. We'll find out.
Phil's talking like he's not Phil. That's weird.
First things first. Mash button to escape throws.
Oh yeah, by the way, like I think
Like,
I
I'm
get
assuming they're
tips
going to
straight now.
explain.
The tip it, the
Or maybe
Doku sitting
not.
earlier on, I actually
I
have
don't
it
know how
straight
this is
away in
going
my
to work.
payroll. So I don't think I have to wait for
Sadly, this party
21
up. I get
days
the
anymore,
feeling
which
this might not
means
be what I think it is.
doesn't mean I'm going to fucking
Maybe that you have to
ask
team
for
up.
tips more often, but
with your
it's nice to be able
friends,
to have the money straight away and I can use suddenly when I'm getting tipped, not just
Crossplay
wait 21 days.
disabled?
PayPal still takes a fee, so it's like I got
Enable.
£1, 1 pence, but PayPal.
But I
is
don't know if you
taking
can team with
66 pence
randoms
now,
or if you
so I
have
get
to fight
65p all to myself.
Your own, like
I still
your own
appreciate it though.
team.
Thank
I
you
don't know how
very
this works. We're gonna find out. Okay.
I don't think he's going to
Story Arcade. I guess.
I don't think he's going to plug
What should I
anything
do?
else.
Should I do how to play? To learn how to play it
He's
first, I
not
guess. Like,
recording.
might as well do that.
He is not
right?
recording for YouTube. This is still.
Let's learn the basics.
This is
Combo
definitely
attack.
still not recorded for YouTube, I'm sure.
Hiya!
YouTube
Super
mode
attack
is not on.
Y. Okay. Consumes your ninja power gauge. So in midair, X is a jumping
Jesus,
attack.
man.
B, then X. Huh. X and A. I'm assuming A is jump. Hold X and release. Oh, that's interesting. That's a new game mechanic. When you're close to the opponent, you auto grab. Okay. Forward plus X will toss them. Okay.
I'm just waiting for him to
Down
finish
and
the last
X.
tutorial or whatever.
Oh, nice. That's an old school mechanic for Turtles in Time. Here's a new one. Fling slam. Send them back and forth. That's good. Forward, and A is a sliding attack. AX is a double jump, and then you do an attack. Oh, there's a double jump. B when hit. Oh, that's interesting. To figure that out. While you're down, B is a quick get up. Alright. A while down, you get up quickly. Zoop. Oh, I like that. I actually really like that. Close to an ally, left bumper, cheer up. You get health points back. Oh. Oh, and you revive with left bumper. Okay.
You have my support.
Hold up bumper next to a downed ally. Okay.
Any comments?
Taunt, right bumper. It replaces your ninja power. Super dive attack Y midair. So you jump at Y. Okay. Use ninja power. During a backflip, you can do it as well. At max ninja power, Now you're
we're-
supercharged. Look at that.
Almost an. I'm amazed that he's not recording yet.
I'm on the power level 8, so there's different
He usually
levels you get, I
records the
guess.
shit for, for YouTube mode.
All right. So, should I just start story mode? Yeah.
Is he recording? I don't think he's recording for YouTube right now. But he might be.
I'm definitely going to do okay. I don't want to do gnarly yet. I want to do okay for my first run.
He must be recording for YouTube.
I just saw this.
Yeah, I think.
Select your hero.
It's the real voice actors from the cartoon, isn't it? It sounds like it. Find players. Yeah, you can actually search.
Guys, I think I'm going to call it here.
Cool.
I think I'm going to call it here.
No Casey. There's no Casey Jones. I wonder how you unlock him. He's not playable at the start here. So let's.
I'm calling it. I'm calling it now. We got a double bingo. That's fantastic. We actually got bingo in the end, thanks to him saying family eventually, which was a double bingo on its own because it was tied up with two different rows. Well, one row and one column. That's it. But thank you very much, guys, for attending. I do appreciate it. Thanks for turning up. Whatever you end up watching or doing later on, have a good time. And yeah, thanks for coming out. And I'll might try streaming tomorrow, but it won't be bingo. I'm thinking of doing Quick Blast 2 tomorrow and getting people to play the custom DSP quiz I made. But we'll see what happens, okay? But yeah, have a good one, guys. Thank you very much for turning up. And yeah, have a good time. Catch you later. Cheerio now. Peace out.